Hello my dear viewers, welcome to this coffee cup reading. This coffee cup is for all Virgo and it's for the month of November, a little bit over 2025. I hope you'll enjoy this reading. This reading is about different areas of your life, everything that is happening now, everything that's happening soon. When I say November, sometimes it goes even to next year. So everything in the heavens wants you to know. So my dear Virgo, I'd like to welcome you to the channel. Thank you all for being here. I'm in gratitude for those of you who are supporting me by watching extra 1 or 2 videos a week in support of my health. I'm in absolute gratitude. And I'd like to convey my best wishes to all of you and regards. Thank you for your when you give me a thumbs up, let me know what you feel, your feedback, all of that is appreciated. I want to show you what your cup looks like, especially for those of you who are new to the reading. I want you also to be aware the cup is beautiful as always. There's always something that's incredible. I'm seeing some choices between 2 situations, 2 lifestyles. It's not easy. I even saw that actually, the choices that you're making in this part of your reading, the 2 pathways that you have. But we'll talk about everything as I start from the beginning. What I would like to say, my dear Virgo, for those of you who are new to the channel and you're not aware, I do meditate prior to the coffee cup. And I'm giving a lot of information which I write down on a piece of paper and deliver to you right at the end of this reading. Okay, let me see, glasses on, and see what's going on. Starting from the beginning. And I'll just move this paper out of the way. Right, and here we go. So, it seems to me, my dear Virgo, there is something that you are suspicious of. It's very sad because I see that there is a lot of doubt, a lot of suspicion. And this is only going to cause disappointment. You've got to be very honest with your feelings and the way you deal with others. And you've got to keep your expectations real. It looks like that sometimes you can be unrealistic. And that's going to cause a lot of unhappiness ultimately for you. And also it can also be the disappointment can be losing someone. Somebody could be leaving. Maybe you think it's not the right time, or maybe your expectations or your suspicions are causing this issue that you might end up losing someone, or they might start losing interest and they start becoming disoriented, unhappy. There is emotional withdrawal, that's for sure. It's like you've got some dependent issues maybe, or maybe some codependent issues, or maybe something that might have happened in the past that's coming up in this situation. It looks like something it's not the right time for it, and it's also looking as though how can I say this? This is really bizarre because it looks like it is to do with your emotional being, like your thinking, that you might be going through some tough stuff inside, like to do with insecurities, feeling inadequate. Maybe there may be some issues of sex, intimacy problems. There could be some of that. Timing being a problem. Codependency, addiction. There is something to do with addiction. Now this addiction might not be something really big. It might be just something that you're addicted to, that you're doing, a habit that might be causing some problems, some sort of obsession or some sort of codependency. Another factor here, controlling. You're trying to control something which is not easy, and it's like you want to know everything about someone. It's like you don't have trust. There's trust issues for sure. You're afraid of connecting to someone too much and then something might go wrong. There is fear. There's fear of lack of control. In a way, you feel like you want to control, but there's something out of your control, and that makes it very complicated. So that's why you're going through this tough time. You want to talk, you want to say things, and you're holding back. Maybe they won't be accepted. So ultimately, I feel like there is a situation that is going to be closing off for some reason. There's going to be conflict, and it's going to sort of come to an end. Somebody is leaving, sadly, unhappy, whether it's you or someone. Then after that comes the laying of foundations. You know, trying to heal, trying to process everything, looking to your inner strength to be able to move forward, taking the lead, and then starting fresh. You do want your time. I see you go into solitude, like spending time alone, wanting to be in silence and peace. But you've got to tread very carefully, because I feel like there's a big change coming in your life. It's a major one, and it is going to be changing a lot. There's a lot of change in your life, but you are given the strength. I can see the strength and the power given to you. I see number 8 here, very strong, and number 8 is also connected to strength. Oh my God, I just realized that. And it's in a different language, the 8. And it looks like to me you might be dealing with someone that might have Leo in them or Virgo. I also feel like within 8 weeks time from the time you see this cup, there will be some news or some information. And that news information is going to give you a beautiful opportunity, and it's going to bring some justice into your life. Justice is coming without a doubt. You might also be dealing with someone. There may be someone of justice. The scales is to do with Libra. You might be dealing with someone that might have Libra in them, or they might be born Libra or might have Libra in them. I see that you're taking time out, just a little bit of space, so that you can rise above the problems. There are problems, and the problems seem to be lack of faith, lack of trust, your own issues, your own maybe not being able to actually make decisions, like not being able to be in control. That could be another factor. There is anxiety. I see anxiety, but ultimately I feel like a decision is calling for you to make in regard to a partnership. That's for sure. And it's a beautiful partnership. I really see a lot of happiness, and I don't see a lot of happiness. I see a lot of beauty in this relationship. But sometimes there's these little battles, and then reconciliation, and then battles again, and then reconciliation. But then ultimately, for some of you, this is going to come to an end. For others, no. You will keep doing that, reconciling, trying to fix situations, taking time out, coming back to each other. But this other one, I see there is some of you are leaving a situation, and then there is a new person coming into your life. There is going to be a new proposal or relationship, a new one, that's for sure. That is going to be after you heal the anxiety. I'm seeing that a lot of support from the heavens is there for you. You're supported on a grand scale. I also see that power is manifesting a lot of your wishes. A lot of your wishes are coming true. There is an end of a chapter, but then there is a great new beginning. And like I said, for others, it can be reconciliation. Now, the most important factor that I'm seeing here is I see very strong, a lot of balance coming in your life. I see enlightenment. I see someone of, again, Libra. Here, Libra is very strong. The star sign Libra. I see money coming to you also. The Libra is connected to this money. I'm just trying to think how. It looks to me like there's a lot of success, right? But there's also searching. Something you're searching for, or something you want to do. Ultimately, while you're in the process of this searching, your dream is about to come true. This dream is about being empowered, and you're getting the power you need. This power is making you be able to do whatever you want, succeed, put things together, buying amazing, a lot of material purchases, like there's money being saved, and then there's sort of like talking about everything you need to buy. There's a lot of purchases that you want to do. You want to put things together. Some of you might be planning on something like doing a party or organizing some sort of a trip, a retreat, a wedding, a party, something really big. And it's to do with your success and the wealth, that the money that's coming. It might not be big wealth, but it is money that you are able to help others, and you're becoming very much supporting of others because you've got this large amount of money. But there is a situation where you've got to be very careful of when it comes to safety. Safety is very important, but still you are protected. So just be safe when you're making decisions, not to rush. Study everything well before you go into anything. So that's very important. I do see great victory and great success. I also see a lot of rewards coming your way, and you're making something wonderful. I don't know what you're creating. You're putting something together that's gonna look magnificent. And then you're searching for something to complete this project that you're doing. Whatever it may be, it is something very, very pretty, very wonderful. I mean, pretty might not be the word, but there's a lot of beauty in what you're doing. It's like you're seeking, it's as though you're concocting something, you're putting something together, and it's going to be a beautiful masterpiece, whatever it is. So different, of course, Virgos will be creating different things. You do care about someone extremely. You dream about this person. You dream about your future together. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of love for someone. This person has got earth energy, or for those of you who are finding the new person, they've got earth energy, strong earth energy. At the end of this cup, I'll find out what earth energy it is. There is a new romance for many of you. Yeah. Or some of you might be, your passion might be reigniting with the current relationship that needed reconciling. There's that too. So there's two kinds of Virgos. There's Virgos that are having arguments here and there, and then they're, having a break, time out, and then reconciling. And then there's that. And then there's those of you who are meeting someone new. There is someone new in the horizon. Very, very strong energy of earth. I also see that this is going to be like an ever happy ever after kind of eternal love that's coming. It could be very well a soulmate, because I see lifetime after lifetime you've had life together. This is the beginning of a great love that will last long term, and it's very, very powerful. I see that there's a lot of appreciation here from this person. They really appreciate you. You really appreciate them. I mean, I'm also seeing that you're appreciating the moments that you spend together. So that's really wonderful. Love to the highest level and degree. You might be planning a trip, a romantic trip, or a get-together, a travel. Some of you are planning a big travel, like somewhere far outside the country. Some of you are planning something internal nearby, but there is a plan of going on a trip. I also see another important factor, that there could be a very, very major big gift from the heavens, and it looks to me like it's going to be very fulfilling. It can be a windfall, so have a look at your money reading. There could be big sums of money, because prior to this I saw you being not charitable, but helping others, buying, being generous, giving money. So now it's showing that there could be a possibility of some sort of a large amount of money coming to you. Could be coming from a windfall, could be a gift, it could be inheritance. It's happening. So that sounds really good, and I'm really happy for you with that. I also see that there is a situation where you're planning to put something together. This again shows maybe you're planning a trip where you're going to be not going alone, but planning a few people with you, like a group thing. And there's a mission. It's like you want to go and do something. You want to go shopping. You want to go and perhaps look at something that you want to buy. It could be thinking of buying a property. It could be something like that. I don't know. Some of you want to go shopping and buy different kind of things, but it looks like to me like it's a big plan and a group of people are going. That's what it looks like to me. So there is a lot of concern in regard to your love life. You are constantly worried and you're always seeking ways how to improve your relationship. But there is that insecurity within you, and that causes some anguish. That part of you where you want to control situations and you're not able to, that does cause some heartaches. Now, as for the signs of people that you are dealing with on a high level in November onwards, it looks like to me some of you are dealing or meeting water energies, and the strongest water energy here is Pisces. I see 4 Pisces. Double water. So the person that you're meeting, for those of you who are meeting a person or dealing with a person, very strong, it's going to be water energy, Pisces leading the way. There's 4 Pisces and 4 Cancer. Cancer very strong also, as much as Pisces. And then we've got Scorpio, which is only 3, but still, it doesn't diminish its value. It's just that when it comes to ranking, Pisces, Cancer being 4 of each are controlling the majority of Virgo. When they're dealing with water energy, it's going to be for the majority Pisces, then comes Cancer. They're both on the same level. And then second ranking is Scorpio. For some of you, it will be Scorpio. There is also fire energy here, very strong. And but the thing is with the fire energy, it's very strong because it's double again. But like it shows double fire, but it shows Aries 3, Leo 3, and Sagittarius 3. So for the majority of you, it's going to be any fire energy. There isn't one that's higher than the other one. So the fire energy is there too. So there's going to be water energy with fire, which goes beautiful with you. All is missing is earth. And let me tell you that there are double earth. This person has got very strong earth energy, Capricorn. 4 Capricorns, the strongest. Now, they might have strong Capricorn in them, but there's also Taurus Libra. There's 3 Taurus Libra, 4 Capricorn, 3 Taurus Libra, not any Taurus, but Libra. Now, why I say Taurus Libra is strong, because I did see strong Libra in your reading. So that would make it 4 or even more. Taurus Libra, very strong here. Then finally, I've got Virgo, Gemini. That's only 2 Virgo, Gemini. So it depends in the Gemini. If we're going to have the Virgo, then that would escalate the number of the Virgo Gemini. So far, there's only 2. Now, I'm going to go to the air energy, and the air energy does show there is very strong Aquarius here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Aquarius. So Aquarius, very, very strong in air energy. And then comes the Gemini. Oh my God, Gemini with Virgo, 3 of them. So we had 2 from the earth energy, Virgo, Gemini. We have 3 Gemini, Virgo. So that makes it, yes, that makes it 5 altogether. 5 Virgo, Gemini. So that is very strong too. We have 6 Taurus, Libra, and 5 Virgo, Gemini. Now, back to, and don't forget, we got 4 Aquarius, and we had 4 Capricorn in the earth energy. Now, there is also another important factor. In the air energy, I see Libra, Venus, which is Libra, Taurus, and there is only 2 of them. So that would be an additional 2 on top of the 3. That makes them 5, and there was double Libra in the cup itself. That would make them 7. So for the majority of Virgo, you will be dealing with a lot of Taurus, Libra. So if the person that you're dealing with is Libra, then they've got a lot of Taurus. If they're Taurus, they've got a lot of Libra, and that's how you'll work out what we're talking about. But the majority of the numbers just shows how much of the magnitude of Virgos who are going to be dealing with those people with high magnitude. That's why I do the ranking, and that's why everything becomes double and triple. Now, as for the Chineses, I'll go through them very quickly. I see 4 Chinese year of the horse, strong horse here. Chinese year of the dog, strong dog. Chinese year of the goat, there's 4. Chinese year of the monkey, 4. Chinese year of the, what is it, the pig. Chinese year of the pig 4 times. And then I've got 3 tigers. There is 3 oxes, 1, 2, 3. Ox, buffalo, 3. Then there is 4 snakes. Wow, 4 Chinese year of the snake. And then there are 2 rats, Chinese year of the rat. And then there are 3 rabbits. Is that a rabbit? Yeah, it's a rabbit. 3 Chinese year of the rabbit. Very interesting. Wow, that is incredible. Now, my dear, I'm going to go through my dear Virgo. I'm going to go through this paper with everything that's, I'll just have a sip of water very quickly and then deliver to you the information that has come in meditation. Okay, it says a major transformation, seeing the light. Okay, the major transformation that's going to take place in your life. Did I talk about the choice? Yes, I did talk about the choice. The major transformation, seeing the light, that means finally you will have a lot of clarity, extreme clarity. In fact, even to a level of your eyes will be opened, awakening. It says silence your mind. Wow, listen to this. Silence your mind, and silence will lead you to your inner peace. So it takes 5 minutes to silence your mind. It's very important to do that. Sometimes even just if you start with 2-3 minutes, it's not easy to silence the mind. The mind doesn't stop thinking, bringing on information, justifying this and that. So to silence it, you really need to focus on shutting down every thought, throwing it away, pushing it away, so that you can be in control, to finally shut the mind down so that you can have a little bit of peace. This is all for your inner peace. And it's a beautiful exercise to try. Start with 1 minute, the next day do 2 minutes, and slowly uplift it until you reach to a level where you can instantaneously shut the mind up and have the peace without the words, without the narrative that doesn't stop. That's going to help you big time for your inner peace, and so that you know how to proceed, how to deal with decision making. There's a lot of major transformations that will need your help. Okay, what to trust? There's a problem with trust issues. My dear Virgo, I always see this in your reading. Always, trust matters. Maybe something's happened in the past and you've lost your trust, and that's fair enough. Losing trust in somebody that you might have trusted and invested so much, it doesn't heal quickly. In fact, it lingers. And every time there's something new, the trust issue is brought up again. So what to trust? That means you are questioning something. You don't know, maybe, or maybe because you don't have strong control, what I saw in the reading here. Maybe you're not able to control situations, so there's fear. Fear always is the problem with trust. So there is trust of loss, losing someone, trust in, if somebody could do the wrong thing. So there is that, but there is awakening, and that is healing. The awakening is about being awakened. Means maybe that's why the heavens or the universe are getting you to do the silencing your mind. See, before that they said that, and then they're talking about awaken. After silencing your mind, you will start awakening, and when you do awaken, you get to know the truth, and you become very powerful. You become very strong, and even that is the strongest mechanism against lack of trust. That's very important and very deep, and it's a very long subject, but I'm not going to go into it. I just want to tell you that in order to heal lack of trust is to awaken your higher self. You become more stronger, more powerful. Very important to remember that. So something about children. Now, children with 3 exclamation mark, and then October with 3 exclamation mark, which was really bizarre. I mean, I write quickly when I'm happy, then later on I get to see that and understand it. And I'm seeing that there could be a factor about children, worried about children. Some of you could be pets. For some people who don't have children, they have pets. But there are situations where there's emphasis on children. Maybe some of you are planning to have children. Maybe some of you are thinking about children. Something's happening around October about children, that's for sure. So maybe there's a discussion about children. There is something to do with Leo, something to do with the star sign Leo. Leo is also about strength, but it could be something about a star sign, or you could be talking to someone who's got Leo in them about children in October. Okay, the reading I'm doing is in October, but the reading is for November. Maybe something that you might see this reading in November and you'll say, why is she saying October? Maybe because October, something is happening regarding children or discussion regarding children. Okay, then I'm given eggs. Eggs. Okay, eggs are to do with, they mean a lot of things. First, never put your eggs in one basket. Always divide everything. That's number one. The second thing is eggs are very good for you, except not the yolk too much, even though they say the yolk is healthy and it's good for you. Not too much. I personally don't believe in having too much yolk. I believe in having 1 yolk and 2-3 egg whites. Egg whites are very good for you because it's the best source of protein and it's clean. So for those of you who are having issues with eggs, if you're eating too much, you've got to minimize. If you're having less, bring eggs into your life. It's a good source of protein within reason. And then the eggs also can mean a nest, a new beginning. Children can be connected to eggs, starting a new life, talking about having family, conception, and what to do. Some of you could be thinking about freezing your eggs. Some of you might be thinking getting an egg. Like it could be any of that situation, because there is children and there's eggs. Okay, so then there is something about someone's age. You're concerned about their age. Something about their age. It's a question. I don't know exactly how that will apply to you. Some of you could be dating someone that their age could be at question. They could be younger than you, and there could be a problem with your eggs and your age and the children. That could be a subject, because I'm connecting them. Children, October, there's a discussion about children, eggs, something about Leo, and their age being questioned. Somebody questioning somebody's age. So somebody's age can also be like, someone could be young, the children are young. You might meet someone that have really young children, and you wonder if you can deal with young children, like really babies, like toddlers or something. There could be something like that. And that person could be a Leo. We had Leo here, strong fire energy. Okay, so anyway, these are the messages. I'm going to now go on to all the names, initials of people, could be first name or middle or even last, of people that you are going to be dealing with on a high level. The higher the amount of times that letter is given, it just shows that the majority of Virgos are going to be dealing with that letter that has doubled or tripled or quadrupled or so forth. It just, the magnitude of it just ranks up like I do with everything. When there's 3, 4, 5, it means more Virgos will be dealing with that letter or that star sign or that Chinese year or that number. So now I've got 5 times given the letter S for sweet, for Sam, sweet. 4 times given the letter C for Charlie or Canada. 4 times the letter K for kiwi fruit or kangaroo. 5 times the letter J for Japan, Jamaica. 5 times the letter Y for yellow or yes. 3 times the letter U for umbrella. Sorry, I gotta see this with glasses. Until now, I didn't need glasses, but this time, what's after the U? Oh, it's an I. 3 times the letter I for I am. 3 times the letter E for eggs, elephant. 2 times the letter G for grass, green, giraffe. 3 times the letter A for Alaska, Antarctica. 3 times the letter H for horse. 2 times the letter B for butterfly. 2 times the letter F for fox. 2 times the letter D for dog. And then there is L, then the rest are just one. L for love, M for money, and Z for zebra or zoo. Now, the numbers. I was given number 10, connected to the Chinese year of the rooster. It is also connected to October, somebody that's got strong Libra in them. Again, there's the Libra. The Libra is taken over in your reading. Somebody has very strong Libra in them. It can also be Scorpio. They can be born Scorpio or Libra, but Libra has come up again. That's what I'm saying. Remember the Libra Taurus, there was 7 of them, so it became 8 or even 9. The 10 is connected to the Chinese rooster. It is also about an ending of a chapter. It's happening from the time you see this, an end of a challenge, end of a chapter, end that brings you a new beginning and transformation from the time you see this reading all the way up to 10 weeks. Now, from the time of the reading. The next one is number 5. Number 5 is connected to the Chinese year of the dragon. It is connected to changes. I'll talk about the changes and transformations, major changes in your life. It is connected to people born in May and May itself, the month May. It is connected to people that are born in May who are Taurus. Again, we have Taurus Libra for the 9th time. Taurus or Gemini. Gemini is strong too. There's 5 Gemini Virgos. Somebody might have also Gemini. It could be a Taurus Libra that might have Gemini in them. It is possible. 5 is the dragon, Chinese year dragon. It's about power. It's about changes that are going to be empowering you big time from the time you see this all the way up to May 2026. Major changes. Now, the next one comes is number 6, and number 6 is connected to the Chinese year of the snake. It is connected to this year. 2025 is the year of the snake. It is connected to people who are born in June, who are Cancer or Gemini. Remember, there was a few Cancer, 4 Cancer, as I remember, barely. And there was Gemini, Virgo, about 5 times Gemini, Virgo. Remember that. So that makes it 6 times. So that's very strong. The 6 is all about not transmit. It's about shedding, starting a new life. Absolutely new life, like rebirth. It is also about love. It's about healing. It's about healing from love, healing through a new love, and so forth. And it's about spiritual wealth, spiritual value, extreme spiritual growth at the same time. Something very spiritual. From the time you see this cup all the way to June next year, 2026, major matters of love, peace, healing, rebirth, all of that is taking place till June 2026. And that is the end of your reading, my dear Virgo. I hope you enjoyed it. Do let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the reading. And your feedback is wonderful to put everything together in perspective as to who the signs are and who the Chinese years are and everything. And please continue your support. I'm in gratitude for it. It does help my health big time when you watch extra 1 or 2 videos a week. And I do want to convey my best wishes to you. Blessings, love, light, peace. Namaste.